He said, no, you wanna know the last information about Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies? Then smash the like button. It's time for Crypto News. Crypto to the max with Rodrigo Arnedo. And yes, Jerome Powell had the opportunity of cutting the rates, but he said no. He said the economy is in a solid position. So, yeah, that critical day we were waiting for in the daily chart for Bitcoin is here, and we didn't have the good piece of information that this guy is cutting the rates. So this is not fuel to Bitcoin price action that probably, as we still have the war with Israel, Iran, United States, well, we might go south. Fed leave rates unchanged for fourth straight meetings. Fed said that uncertainty has diminished, but it's still elevated. And in case they believe that we will have 50 basis points of rate cuts in 2025. So maybe we're going to have them, but we still have to wait till the last quarter. Thank you, Jerome Powell. Everything going down, all the altcoins going down because of you. Thank you very much for that. And yeah, of course, Donald Trump is not happy. He's saying that Powell is not a smart guy and probably wouldn't cut them, and he didn't. He's Mr. Too Late, according to Donald Trump. And we are tired of being punched in the face once and again and again and again in the crypto world. We want, for once, a good piece of information. I'm following what Donald Trump says out there. I'm leaving you below this last press conference, but nothing new about it. What we have new is that on social media, Donald Trump signaled intent to sign crypto stablecoin bill ASAP. Remember previous video I told you about this beautiful law? Well, he said digital assets are the future. Get it into my desk ASAP, no delays, no add-ons. So, well, I told you how fast this can be approved, but he wants it expedite. Some of the people criticizing, should we call it the Genius Act or the Control Act for stable coins? Here, the critic that, well, US regulators are going to block foreign stablecoins like Tether if non-compliant, potentially paving the way for domestic stablecoin to thrive. So maybe just Donald Trump trying to get his USD1 into the world's leader. And consider that stablecoins is a mania circle. The shares jumped 10% after the US Senate passed the bill regulating stablecoins. Since the beginning of the IPO, Circle is up 474%, which is crazy. Not just Donald Trump talking about crypto, also Treasury Secretary Bessent talking. This interview is an hour and a half long, and he dedicated several minutes to crypto. He said that crypto is not a threat to the dollar. Digital assets are one of the most important phenomena in the world right now. And he talked about how finally the dollar can be all over the world through this digitalization, because everybody with a cell phone is going to buy dollar all over the world, probably so. Again, I'm gonna leave you the whole thing in the description below right now. It's just in English, but you can go to the end of the video and listen for the crypto. If you want to, I just sum it up for you, but in case you wanna listen to the whole thing. And we have more good news today, like K33 acquiring 5 Bitcoin for its Bitcoin treasury strategy. More companies buying Bitcoin for their treasuries, like, for example, payment giant Klarna. They just say they will add Bitcoin and crypto soon, and they have 200 million users. Also, healthcare firm Prenetics bought $20 million worth of Bitcoin and adopted a Bitcoin treasury strategy. And publicly traded Fold secured $250 million equity facility to buy in more Bitcoin. Fold is a usual suspect in this treasury strategy, as it is also French publicly traded, the blockchain group. They bought an additional 182 Bitcoin for $17 million. Nothing is stopping this train, which is Bitcoin. And today we have good news for miners. Chinese Bitcoin mining machine makers are building in the US. World's top 3 Bitcoin mining rig makers, Bitmain, Canaan, and MicroBT, are setting up production units in the US to dodge Trump's raising China tariffs. It's amazing that these guys can't mine in China because it's illegal, but they're going to United States to settle their operations. And in Brazil, where one day I tell you something good and another day I tell you something wrong, today a good one. Brazil introducing a bill to reduce taxes on Bitcoin miners and promoting proof of work. Nations competing for Bitcoin, beautiful, but also among own governments, some parts of the government and other parts wants one Bitcoin, the others doesn't. So we still have some fight to be delivered for the future of crypto. Tether just minted a lot of USDT from Ethereum network. Last time this happened was 29/4/2025. And of course, this is Rodri. Remember to subscribe and smash the like button because I go deep into the charts. And you can see here the last time we had this kind of mint, how Bitcoin price reacted. Doesn't mean it has to happen the same thing. A lot of variables out there to consider. But if that would be the case, you can see that we start going up, will be around 120K by July the 13th. Amazing prognostication, amazing prediction, better say. But for that to happen, we need to find support in the line that we are right now in these parallel channels that we are visiting every day. Right now, it seems the case. So we'll see if 104 can be it for Bitcoin, or if we have to go down and fill the 92,000K gap of the CME futures. Remember, you have all this information in previous videos. Watch them all. I told you there about Iran and Israel crisis and what might we expect for Bitcoin price action. And also, we are following this for a long time. Remember, this is the chart where we were speculating with the gap of the futures closed by August 15th. And it seems that we are doing quite a similar price action right now. We'll see about that. Consider also that today the stock market in the United States is closed. So we have to wait one more day in order to the market to react to Jerome Powell's. But of course, we have other variables like the war, which are bigger in my opinion. It's curious to see that after 2 days of rising, stock market in Japan is going down, also in China, gold is going down, and gold and Bitcoin from time to time going together in price action, but also during last day from time to time being opposite directions. Interesting to follow the market. The altcoins are in the red today, and we have bad news for the meme coin platform pump.fun, which it was suspended on Twitter, and it seems that it's going to be banned in the United States. I legalized. This might affect the altcoin market. And also we have a good one for XRP today. After we told you yesterday that the SEC decision is delayed for the ETF in the United States, the first spot XRP ETF is launching in Canada. Hype is going down as an example of some altcoins doing so. And I took it as an example that maybe now around 35, 36 is the moment for buying. This is not financial advice, but I just want you to consider the cryptos that you are sad you're not in. Watch them in case you have some dry powder there, in case you have some fiat and you want to buy it. Maybe a good opportunity. Maybe some Ethereum, or you believe that we still need to go down to 1,600. Can see how Ethereum keeps on being flat just as an unstable coin. And for today's tip, Brave now is blocking Twitch ads by default on all platforms. So if you are not using Brave browser, I don't understand why. This is not an advertising. This is not a partner of the channel, but it's amazing, and every day gives you more and more and more right now. Good for people using Twitch. And what about this tip also? There's no electricity, no problem. You can always have a hat that is a solar panel and then make your Bitcoin transactions. Also, you can give some energy to the train, which is cryptocurrencies, but do not let it sink too much into your head. The unstoppable train of cryptocurrencies that we always talk about here in the show. And I want to tell you that we might be becoming to the end of this channel in English. Because, well, you saw that for our other channel, the one we have about artificial intelligence, it's already, well, possibility of listening it in Spanish or in English. So that means that soon enough, we're going to have our show Crypto News also, well, the possibility of listening it into Spanish, English, or other languages. So it's not going to make sense to make this English version anymore. But till then, here I will stay practicing with you our English and learning about cryptocurrencies. Rodrigo Ornedo, Noticias Bitcoin, Crypto News, health, money, love, poor in peace, and the best is yet to come. To the